Hi beautiful people, I hope that you're doing well. So, we're in the kitchen today, as you can see, and I thought I will show you one of my favorite recipes that I make at least twice a week. It's called Kitchari. Kitchari is a part of an Ayurvedic diet, but it has been now used in many different cuisines around the world. I talk about Kitchari briefly in my Ayurvedic cleanse experience, but I wanted to show you the base and how you can make it and then just really put the seasonal veggies in and customize it the way you like. And I also want to talk about some of my other things that I've been just up to these past few weeks. Some of my favorite that I discovered, like this amazing book. And yeah, I just thought it's gonna be very casual, just chatty video, so I hope that you will enjoy it. If you do, please give it a like and subscribe if you would like to support my channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, okay, let me start with this book, okay? This book, by the way, was £3 because I bought it in one of the discounted bookshops. But let me tell you, okay, How to Fail by Elizabeth Day. I don't even know where to start. If you've read Untamed by Glennon Doyle, you will definitely love this book because I've read Untamed by Glennon Doyle and I feel like this is kind of an intersection between Untamed and a little bit of different memoirs by women that you read, like Brené Brown or Oprah Winfrey or Mary Furlow, Mel Robbins, all the women who are actively trying to live the wholehearted life, and the only way you can do it is by being courageous and being vulnerable, in my opinion. And I just love the way she's written it. There are different sections within the book and she's talking about different experiences and what it means to be like, what it means to fail at your 20s, at babies, at relationships, at anger. At the end is like at success, which is so incredible. And bear in mind, Elizabeth Day is a very successful writer, journalist, and now she's hosting her own podcast, which is amazing, by the way, as well. But I keep coming back to this quote, page 70, and it's funny because I kind of was so excited about this book and I posted a little video on Instagram tagging Elizabeth Day because she's a bae and I think she should know that there's people supporting her and there's women cheering for her and women cheering for women. I think it's the best combination that there is in the world. And she was so sweet. She just kind of reposted the video and I think it's one of those people who I feel connected to through her writing because she's so honest the way she writes. She is not... She takes you on this journey, a very personal journey, which is her life, or like she has such an amazing way of storytelling as well. So she tells stories that you've experienced as well and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. So I just want to thank you, Elizabeth Day, for being honest and being courageous and being real and being the role model that women need, not the perfection, glamour and beauty all the time or the way the society perceives that. I just love it so much. So page 70, okay? I was impatient for everything to be sorted and I didn't realize that your 20s are a time of transition, of flux, and that being in the change is the point of them. Isn't that amazing? I don't know about you, okay, but I have put so much pressure on myself, especially my early 20s. I had everything structured and planned, and I think what was really good about this pandemic in a way that it restructured what I thought and what I perceived I have to do with my life. And I just love that women who are successful, like Elizabeth Day, can still tell you, relax, it's gonna be okay. And I just love it so much, and it gives me so much comfort and ease, and I always come back to this statement as well. There's another one that I really want to read to you. I feel like today is like recital day. Fun fact, when I was in my primary and secondary school, also with my sister, we were really into, so there was this competition in Slovakia. You memorize either a prose or a poem and you recite it, and there's competition how much emotion you put into it, or how well you tell the story, or how well you tell the story. It's a really storytelling competition, and myself and my sister, we were really good. We were like winning these competitions. I told you, words are so powerful. The way you speak to other people or to yourself can make such a difference in your life. So, page 198, how to fail at work, okay? Going into the world of work can be confusing and dispiriting because goals are less clear, and it can often feel as if we are stagnating or running or to a standstill. Exactly. I mean, I can also relate. You finish your university and everything that you see maybe other people are doing, or again, everybody's journey is different. I think that's so important to remember. But sometimes you can feel that because university gives you the idea that someone is watching you. So when you finish or when you hand your essay, you'll get a grade for it. You'll get a feedback, okay? But in life, when you finish your uni, no one's here to give you feedback. Yes, maybe at work when you ask for it. But in terms of what is the right next step for you, and what I realized for myself is I am not going to chase anybody else's idea of what I'm supposed to do right now. And I'm just gonna let myself feel and live life. And when I feel the impulse to do something that I want to do, or apply for this job, or start this project and stuff like that, that's the only way when I will do it, when I feel like doing it. So thank you, Elizabeth Day, for giving me permission to be myself without feeling the sense of judgment to myself. Excuse me. And bear in mind, okay, I studied sociology, and there was so much pressure always to do the right thing, to say the right thing, to write about the right thing, because sociology is full of so much amazing wisdom, and it gave me this framework to see the world. And I sometimes felt behind. I felt that I'm not doing enough, that I'm not volunteering enough, that I'm not working enough, that I'm not networking enough, that I'm not meeting people enough. And then I sometimes forgot that I need to take time for myself. And only when I do that, I will realize what I want to do, and when and how do I want to take the next step. So yeah, that's my little introduction. Also, you guys, don't you laugh? My little shirt. Charity shop, okay? I picked it up in my charity shop for £3 yesterday. It's originally ASOS, 100% cotton. But if you know me, if you know the real Martina, she likes ruffles and little boohoo style. So yeah, I'm matching my lipstick, Fenty Beauty. That's from my sister. So let's get into cooking, okay? Because I told you I've been chatting and I like chatting. Hopefully, and I know that one day I'm going to get paid for just speaking, expressing myself. So let me just grab some stuff, okay? Let me just take you along. There's such a nice light in here, so I'm moving away from the window a little bit, and you can see the light is changing. I need to get one of those Instagram-y thing or YouTube thing or whatever that is. So first thing, I'm just gonna show you what I need, or what you need if you want to cook it, okay? Again, I'm not an Ayurvedic specialist. I am not a doctor, neither a nutritionist, so please consult, okay? But I love Ayurveda in general. I've talked about Ayurveda before in my videos, and why I love it is because it's this integrated, holistic approach to health. And I'm not saying I'm following it 100% all the time, but when I do feel better. I feel that I am doing something nice for myself. And I just want to reiterate again, I do not believe in restriction. I do not believe in diet. I do not believe in any of those things. And I think food is love and life. And if you cook with love, you will enjoy it. Anyways, so ghee is a very important part of the kitchari. Let me just put myself in here again. Okay. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is professional cooking. Professional with Martina. It is not, okay. So ghee is a clarified butter. Okay, butter, whatever you want to call it. And it's considered an amazing remedy in Ayurveda, okay? Anyways, you cook it with ghee. You need a little pan. Okay. I've been so unprepared. What am I doing? Okay, so you need a pan like this, smaller, bigger, whatever you want. Then another important part, of course, of the kitchari is the bean. So this is a Mung Dhal. It's a split Mung Dhal, okay? If you can't find it, Google it. Check Amazon maybe. Maybe not the best option, but I think most South Asian and Indian stores might have Mung Dhal, okay? I actually pre-soaked mine for like 30 minutes. You don't have to do that. They are already very soft, but I did that anyways. Look at my beautiful coconut boil. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. Okay, so I pre-soaked like 1 cup because I'm just gonna do it for myself. And then another thing you need is the rice, okay? You need the Basmati rice as well. So, basically, there are spices that are recommended that you can use or you don't have to use. Something that is really good for your digestion and stuff like that. I have the concoction of CCF in here, which is a coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and fennel seeds. So I kind of put that, let's just start, okay? It's gonna be the easiest way to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I don't always measure stuff. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you how much to put in there. But with the ghee, maybe like this. And no, it's not vegan. It's not, okay? It's a clarified butter. But it takes I think clarified butter is that it takes the milk powder away from it and you're just left with basically the good fat. I think that's what it is. Research. You can use coconut oil if you want, or avocado oil if you don't want to use ghee. I have mustard seed here. I have fenugreek seeds. And I'm going to put these CCF, okay? So once it starts melting, okay, you want to put the seeds in there first so they release all the lovely micronutrients, okay? So again, how much? Ooh. I would say like half a teaspoon. Again, I already have that in 1 jar. Coriander seeds, fennel seeds, and cumin seeds. Again, if you don't have one or the other, that's okay. But it will be nice to try it. And you see, maybe you will, oh my gosh. I always do this, you guys. I have these little jars. And sometimes I open it. And the tiny mustard seeds, because they're so tiny, I just, yeah, I spill it and drop it, and it's on the floor. And they're so tiny, you can't even see them. Anyways, okay. So again, I only put like, let's say 10 mustard seeds. I'm just only cooking for myself. So, and the same with, oh, So nice. The same with fenugreek. If you can't find fenugreek, it's okay. I think some of the masalas that you can buy in the Asian supermarkets already have fenugreek ground in the masala, but I kind of like having those spices whole, so they release they sizzle away. And we're just gonna do mixy like this. Mixy. I'm gonna mix it together. You can see they're popping. Let me show you guys, okay? Okay, so as you can see, the seeds kind of are making little sounds, so they sizzle away, but they also they're popping, especially the mustard seed. Obviously, you don't want to burn them, so that's important. Okay, so I showed you the seeds are sizzling away, and what else I want to put there? Okay, that's fine for now. I am going to drain my dal. Just a little sieve, you know, just use a little sieve. I'm going to drain these and pop it on. Just be careful, okay? Okie dokie. And just mix it all together. And also, I want to put rice. Look at these, you guys. How much rice is this? Basmati rice is what you should be using for the kitchari because it's really easy to digest. Again, I got these in kind of Asian / Middle Eastern supermarket. But again, you know, you do you, babe. Whatever you have available next to you, do that. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse the rice and pop it in there. Pop it in there. And then, you know, I'm always funny with the water. I usually add, so if I put 1 cup of kitchari and 1 cup of rice, I usually put around 2.5 cups of water. So do it like ratio of 1 to 1.5. You can always add a little bit of water if you see that it needs more liquid, but I will show you the consistency at the end. Some people like their kitchari quite watery, some people like their kitchari quite kind of more firm, you know, so it really depends on you. And if you know, if you even like it, you might say, Martina, I don't like kitchari, okay? That's fine. You know, maybe you can take a break once a week from meat. That's what I do. I do at least, I'm mostly plant-based, I would say. But I do eat meat. But good quality, you know, I'm trying. And if you get good quality meat, obviously it's going to be more expensive. But you know that you don't even want to eat more. I eat good quality fish, a little bit of meat every week, but I mostly eat kitchari, plant-based food like basmati rice, buckwheat. Buckwheat is another great thing that you could substitute for rice if you don't want. So this is buckwheat. It's a little buckwheat. It's used in a lot of gluten-free recipes as a substitute for flour. Buckwheat flour is really nice to make cakes, banana bread, pancakes, you name it. So yeah, just I want a lot of macro and micronutrients in my body so I can feel energized, happy, and yeah. Can you see the steam coming through? Yeah. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to add some other beautiful spices. Obviously you can add ginger, but actually I don't have fresh ginger. You should really have fresh ginger. You don't have to, but it's, you know, good for the digestion. You can also add a powdered ginger, but I don't have that right now, okay? I'm going to add some ground cardamom. You can also add whole cardamom, but make sure you split the pods first so they release the flavors, you know. And if you do want to use fresh cardamom, I mean the whole cardamom, do it at the beginning before you put the dal in, so it sizzles with the ghee and the other oils, so they release more flavors and more of the micronutrients. Okay, so, and I'm going to also put some black pepper, and I also like to put some salt, okay, because I like that. I like the flavor of the salt with the kitchari. Some people don't do it, but that's just again your preference. I'm gonna put some sea salt in here. Nice. You can always add more to taste and stuff like that, you know. So when I was on these plants, I usually added no more than 2 vegetables in my kitchari because, you know, you want to give your digestion some break. But I'm not on a cleanse right now, so I can add as many as I want. Doesn't mean that I'm going to, but it's really, I think what's great about kitchari or cooking with like spices and lentils and stuff like that, you can really add whatever you have at home like right now. I'm going to add some, I usually want to add some like greens in there, so I'm going to add some green beans, fine beans, and I'm going to add some spinach and maybe some celery, you know, let's see. But I have some beans like this, yummy beans, so I'm going to just cut them in half, and I'm going to add like a handful of beans in there. Give it a little wash. I'm going to add them in there. I can already see that I'm going to need a bit more water. So those are the green beans, and I also am going to add some spinach leaves because I can see that they are going off, and I don't like waste. I'm not a fan with wasting food, you know. So I think after this, I'm going to put this spinach in the freezer and make a smoothie, you know, in the morning, green smoothie or something like that. Great. So I hope you guys are okay, by the way. The reason why I mentioned that book is because I think women need, again, you know, all genders welcome on this channel. People who identify as anything. I love everyone. There's something about, you know, the structural inequalities that women or females go through that sometimes can be misunderstood. And literature like Elizabeth Day is so uplifting, you know, the way she writes. She's very successful. She knows what she's doing. She is a writer. She's a very accomplished writer. She's a journalist. Writing for like all kinds of newspapers in the UK, but she still goes through these struggles, you know, that, you know, sometimes women don't talk about. Like, she talks about her experience of a marriage breakup because she was trying to conceive a baby and she went through the IVF process, unsuccessful, miscarriages and stuff like that. And I love encouraging conversations that have been taboo for so long, that women have been ashamed of themselves and they think it's their fault. But wrong. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Things happen sometimes in your life and you can't control them, and the only thing you can control is really your reaction to it and how do you respond to something like that. And the way she just described her experience was just so wonderful. So if you guys are looking for a really good read, highly recommend this book. And if you haven't read Untamed, again, highly recommend. I love books that are written predominantly for women, by women, because that's their experience. And it just makes you realize so much about who you are and you want to kind of just break through that ceiling that you and maybe society has created for you, and you can be like, no girl, I got this, okay? So, hope you guys are enjoying me just floating around. That's my beautiful spinach. Kiss your food, okay? Kiss your food, love your food, enjoy your food. I think that's another thing that I love about Ayurveda in general, is that it's not restrictive. You're supposed to enjoy your food, you're supposed to make peace with yourself, you know, feel good when you eat it. It's supposed to nourish you. Have some chocolate after it if you want. Honestly, like, that's another thing we've been told by society for so long, women, that you always have to thrive to take the least amount of space in the world that is possible in terms of how much you weigh or how much you look or what you wear. It's always just this crap, and I'm tired of it, okay? I've been tired of it for so long that now I'm just like, I do me, okay? Okay, so I put a spinach in there. I'm thinking if I want to put a little carrot in there. It's matching with my outfit today. Okay, I'm gonna put carrot there. So this is the thing. This is the thing about Kitchari. You just put whatever you have there, you know. And I'm gonna peel my carrots. I'm gonna peel my carrot. Is that a song? Let it. Oh, that reminds me of the Olaf from the Frozen. I wish when someone's singing, there could be like automatically a lyrics in front of you. And it just feels like it's so natural, you know? You just remember everything. But I am not James Corden, okay? From Carpool Karaoke. I do not remember people's lyrics like that. I don't know about you guys. And also, it's funny when I'm recording these videos because obviously I'm talking to myself, but I also feel there is someone watching on the other side. And like the entertainer part of Martina wants to come out sometimes. Maybe that should be my career, comedian. I am very good at observing the world, you know, so comedy is all about, you know, understanding the context and the situation that you're in and then just make fun of it. I think I'll be really good at that. Okay. Yeah, people sometimes know like just a serious Martina and then I crack a joke and people are like, oh my god, you're so funny. I'm like, girl, you don't know what's up my sleeve next, okay? I think a lot of people are gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, who is that girl? Is she alright? But I like that, you know. I think now I'm just trying to loosen up and just be more of, like, embrace all kinds of Martina. You know, before I was just like, she's so good. Now I'm just like, I'm funny, okay? Okay. Did I just drop the card? I did. Wonderful. So, let me show you, okay, you guys? And the amazing thing about Kitchari is it literally cooks in no time because of the vegetables and the Kitchari. Because it's already split, it's very soft. So you really need to wait for the rice to cook. Let me show you guys how it looks like. So these are my beautiful carrots. So you guys, this is how it looks like. I put some fine beans there, I put some carrot, I put some spinach, and I'm just gonna let it cook now, okay? Let's say 15-20 minutes, that should be alright, and then we'll check back. So I just wanted to show you guys. So I want to also tell you, how do you know when the Kitchari is ready? So the beans, the mung beans, have kind of completely dissolved. And you only see like the vegetables and rice. Mine is kind of more like a soupy and watery because that's how I like it. You can also put a little bit more ghee if you like, but I'm gonna show you just in a second how it looks like. So as you can see, it's very watery, but like still it has all the vegetables and the rice, and the Kitchari, the bean, has just completely dissolved, as you can see. So this is how you know that the Kitchari is cooked. Again, as I said, you can put more ghee in it if you like, or put some Lime juice is really nice, or yogurt on the top as well. And yeah, enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this a little video and kind of just introduction to my cooking. I like things that I know what works for me now, and I think it's amazing. I like experimenting with new cuisines and stuff like that, but on like day to day as my like routine, cooking and eating food, I know what works for me, and Kitchari is one of it. So if you would like to give it a try, please do let me know how it went. Hopefully you will be able to find Kitchari. You will be able to find the Mung Dhal split bean. I can link some resources down below if you would like, but usually they do have it in like the Southeast Asian or Indian supermarkets. So yeah, let me know. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.